All right, y'all, what's happening? Um, Hurricane uh, Delta is about to make landfall in a couple of hours. So, the rain and everything is starting to hit, and we did uh, people down there through Lake Charles and all that stuff, man, about to get smacked again. And it's like, whoa, right? Um, we're going to get into something in the gospel. It's going to talk about what a lot of us always battle with. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to PTSD. Our past comes back and haunts us a lot of times. And it could be a manic one, or it could be just, a depressing one. One of the two is never a happy one. And see, when it comes to being happy, you have to forget these things. Even when they pop back up, you have to always say, man, look, it's over with. That's not who I am no more. That's not what's happening anymore. Everybody has a past. Everybody has a past. Nobody's past is no different than the next person. Somebody had to do something and in order to get something or whatever, and some people today still live in that type of strategy to maintain their lifestyle and everything. People who has let go of the world and live for God don't dwell in those deals anymore. People who actually seriously live for God. Now you could say that it's people who then got old or whatever and everything like that, or been in jail so many times that they're not giving it another shot and all that. They didn't to the draws, but it doesn't necessarily take for a person to be old or have any record to give up the world. Some people are actually fixed on not living for the world, but have to do what it takes in order to survive in it. So yeah, the thing about God is that everybody that He called had a past. And everybody that He called were very skilled. I'm gonna leave it like that. One thing about it is, it's no secret. It's all written. There's not nothing about anybody that you could say that had a nice life and done the right thing when God called them. None of the people that God called were in school learning how to become a preacher or whatever. No, they were in the streets and they were going through it. And when I mean going through it, man, look, it's always been a ratchet world. It's the renewedness of the mind. This takes time. This takes time coming from everything that you once used to do and all that. This takes time, and PTSD does not help. People who vex you and everything, it don't help. You know what I'm saying? Poverty and all that stuff, and just lack of support, it don't help renewing your mind from what you used to do and all that stuff, wanting to live for God. But you gotta understand something. Is just that, you know, people gonna hate you for doing the right thing. They're gonna hate you for doing the wrong thing. That's what you have to remember. If you're doing the wrong thing in order to survive, God understands this, and you just can't make it into a way of life. You know, it's a way of sin, point blank. All right, this is how your heart won't get so corrupted with evil. This ain't something you want to do. This is just something you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do wrong in order to live right. That don't make no sense. Now, when you do wrong against right, that's a difference. That's evil. It's just straight wicked. You know, and you can't come back from that. Especially when you know about Jesus Christ and all this type of stuff. Back then, back when, it was a bunch of misled people, fools. And they never even knew about Jesus because he never even came about yet. But it says this here, it says, this is the covenant that I will make with them after those days, said the Lord. I will put my laws into their hearts, and in their minds will I write them, and their sins and iniquities will I remember no more. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, people will always remember you for what you used to do, and will always come and try to tempt you to go back to who you used to be. Because misery loves company, for number one. All right? For number two, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stop beating yourself up for whatever mistakes you made. You can't beat yourself up, because God is not beating you up for it. As a matter of fact, he gave you a way to forget about him by getting baptized. By being baptized is a way of saying, you know what? I will always have a remembrance of what I used to do. But God will not throw it in my face, because I'm not doing it anymore. So I shouldn't do it either. I shouldn't throw what I did in my face. But you'll always have a remembrance. That's for sure. You know? And a lot of people, they want to take and try to use that against you, bro, when it comes to trying to be somebody new and everything. Yeah, hey, I could definitely share testimonies with you. I could definitely do that. That's what the gospel is all about. Explaining to you all the things that I've been through, to where, look at me now, not doing them no more. And it's really not the fact that I'm burnt out or anything. It's just the point that I'm new. I'm just new. I'm born again. I'm a child of God. We always been children of God, but to be a slave to sin is where, you know what I'm saying, you become an enemy to God. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, there are just things in this world that's not gonna ever let you go. Poverty is one of them. You could jump right back into sin as soon as your stomach start touching your back. You dig? It also says this. It says, through faith, we understand that the worlds, all right, the worlds were formed by the word of God, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. You know what I'm saying? And this is where you have so many mythical beliefs out there. You know what I'm saying? And none of them was created by God. All right? You may see it and all that stuff like that, but they are not at all involved with the world. A lot of people, it's hard for them to shake back from this type of stuff when it comes to Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and all this other stuff, bro. These mythical creatures, bro. And it seriously, like, it feeds off of you, bro. It tears your whole family apart. If you're not able to work and make money just for Christmas, you are considered a deadbeat dad or whatever, bro. And be talked about and thrown out in the streets, and y'all get into fights over Christmas. Sucks. It's only there to divide families. Jesus divided families over righteousness, over good and evil. If you're not willing to do the right thing, then I have to go, because that's what I'm looking to do. And if you're gonna beat me up for it, then there's no sense for me to stick around. When it comes to the good things in life that are make-believe, mythical creatures, they cause more conflict than it does happiness. Because in the lust of it all, hey, you're going to be left struggling. Whether it's to explain where you've been, whether it's a car accident from drinking too much, whether it's you didn't spend all your money gambling, drugging, clothes, whatever. But when the smoke clears, you are left like we are right now, like bombs, with nothing to show for in life when it comes to stability, just a pile of crap. That used to be me, serving other gods. That used to be me. I really never like Christmas. I never celebrated it. Other people did, and I was in the presence of them, but I didn't look at it as a sin. I just hated it for some reason. It never, ever caught my attention. They want to deck a tree and all that stuff and put wrap presents and everything. You know, there had a lot of people that was in my family and my surroundings that did, but I had, you know, I'll wrap one of them or something and be like, all right, bro, that's it, I'm gone. You know? And I don't know, bro, I wasn't even into the Bible. I wasn't even as deep with God, bro. It was just always in me. My teenage years, bro, look here, it was spent on what's really important in the world. I was always that person. I could never figure myself out. I was always considered a strange person when it came to the way I spoke and the way I looked. You know, I was always quiet and stuff because there was always something talking to me, and I could never understand what it was. Everything that was told to me was all about righteousness. But I just could never put it out there what it was or tell anybody that don't know or understand in the world of so much evil and stuff. So I'm kind of glad that he did change me and don't remember me for what I used to be, even though my memory is always written. Everybody be cool, man, and be careful. One.